Hey everyone, I'm Raja, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to jump into two super important ideas in the world of math and money: cost price and selling price. Honestly, if you can get these two concepts down, you'll be able to solve any problem about profit and loss. So let's dive right in.
So, to make this super easy to get, let's start with a little story. Meet Maya. She goes to a store and buys a pencil for 10 rupees, and then, a little later, she sells that same pencil to her friend for 15 rupees. We're going to use this simple little transaction to understand our two big ideas.
All right, our first big idea is something called cost price. You'll see it shortened to just CP all the time. All it means is the amount of money you paid to buy something. So for Maya, the cost price of her pencil was 10 rupees. That's the money it cost her. Simple enough, right?
And our second term, you probably guessed it, is selling price, or SP. This is the price you get when you sell the item to someone else. In our story, Maya's selling price was 15 rupees. That's the money she got back in her hand.
Okay, so we know the cost price and we know the selling price. Now for the most important question, right? Did Maya actually make money or did she lose money in this whole deal? Well, to figure that out, we just need to know the rules. And you know what? The rule is so simple. If your selling price is bigger than your cost price, you've made a profit. But if your selling price is smaller than your cost price, you've taken a loss. So for Maya, her SP was 15 rupees and her CP was 10 rupees. Since 15 is bigger than 10, she definitely made a profit.
But how do we find out exactly how much profit or loss? We use these two very easy formulas. To find the profit, you just do selling price minus cost price. And for a loss, you do cost price minus selling price. And hey, here's a great little tip. You're always just subtracting the smaller number from the bigger one.
Okay, talking about it is one thing, but the absolute best way to learn math is to actually do it. So let's solve a couple of these problems together, and I'll walk you through every single step. You ready?
First up, let's go back to our friend Maya and figure out her exact profit. We already know the key information. Her cost price was 10 rupees, and her selling price was 15 rupees.
Now here's exactly how you should lay this out in your notebook. First, write down what you know, CP and SP. Then do a quick comparison. Since the SP is bigger than the CP, we know for sure it's a profit. That tells us which formula to grab. Finally, we do the calculation, 15 minus 10. Showing your work like this is so important for getting full marks in your exams.
And the answer is 5 rupees. Maya made a profit of 5 rupees. Fantastic. Now that we've seen how a profit works, what does a loss look like?
All right, new situation. Let's meet Arun. He bought a notebook for 40 rupees, but then he ended up selling it for only 32 rupees. Just looking at those numbers, what does your gut tell you? Profit or loss?
You got it. It's a loss. Since the cost price of 40 rupees is bigger than the selling price of 32 rupees, it has to be a loss. So we use our loss formula, cost price minus selling price. That gives us 40 minus 32.
And that leaves us with 8 rupees. So Arun had a loss of 8 rupees on the notebook. See how that works? It's the same simple subtraction, you just have to pick the right formula based on which number is bigger to start with.
Okay, listen up because this is super important. I really want to stress this one more time because it's the key to getting full marks. Always show your work nice and neat. List the CP and the SP. Show the calculation, and then state your final answer clearly. It just makes everything easy for your teacher to follow.
All right, you've watched me do a couple of these now. I think you are totally ready to try it yourself. So, it's your turn. Time for a quick little challenge to test what you've learned.
Okay, I've got two problems on the screen for you. For A, the cost price is 200 and the selling price is 250. For B, the cost price is 120 and the selling price is 96. Go ahead and hit pause right now, work them both out, and then press play when you're ready to check your answers.
All right, welcome back. Let's see how you did. For problem A, the correct answer is a profit of 50 rupees. And for problem B, it's a loss of 24 rupees. If you got them both right, give yourself a pat on the back. That is awesome work.
Before we wrap up, let's quickly talk about a couple of little traps people sometimes fall into. The number one mistake is just mixing up the formulas, like subtracting the wrong way for a loss. Another one is just forgetting to write the rupee sign. So here's my pro tip. Always write down your CP and SP with the rupee sign before you do anything else. It's a tiny habit that makes a big difference.
And you know,
I want to leave you with this one thought. What we've learned today isn't just for your math homework. The very first step to being smart with your money in real life is simply understanding it. And that all starts with basic ideas just like cost price and selling price.
To keep this fresh in your mind, here are 3 homework problems for you. Work them out, and you can even share your answers in the comments below. And you're definitely going to want to come back for our next lesson because we're taking this to the next level and talking about profit and loss percentages. It's a super useful skill. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.